Hello everyone. Today our topic is China and U.S. Science and Technology War. Our group member is A1852339, Niu Haoran and Zhao Baozhi and me, Wang Xinqi. Okay. At the beginning of the topic, I would like to introduce for you the uses of chips and satellites. Chips wide range of applications. Semiconductors are used in wide variety of electronic devices, including computers, smartphones, tablets, microcontrollers, and many other electronic systems. Processing power. They are the basics of the processing power of electronic device. Cap, cap, capable of performing complex calculations and tasks. Manufacturing process. The manufacture of semiconductor chips involves complex process such as lithograph, etching, and doping. Chip types. There are many types of semiconductor chips, including microprocessors, memory chips, graphics, processing units, and application-specific integrated circuits. Okay, satellite communications. Satellites played a vital role in global communications, enabling television, broadcasting, internet connectivity, and long-distance communications. Navigation. Satellite navigation systems such as GPS, Beidou, and Galileo provide accurate positing information for navigation purpose. Okay, the impact of U.S.-China tech war on tech companies and the main events. In 2019, the United States included Huawei in the entity list and imposed restrictions on chips exports to China in 2022. Influence China tech companies beyond U.S. entity list affects Huawei's ability to access critical technologies and components, including chips. This restriction could hinder Huawei's capacity to design and manufacture advanced smartphones and other technology products. About the opportunities, if U.S. restricts chips exports to China, it could it could create opportunities for Korea chip companies, particularly those in the semiconductor industry like Samsung and SK Hynix. These companies may find increased demand as alternative suppliers for China. Malaysia chips companies may find opportunities to drive safety their customer base if the chips export restrictions create gaps in the supply chain. They could potentially explore new markets or partnerships to fill the void left by restrict exports to China. Okay, and the impact of the combination between China and United States in the development of satellite positioning systems on technology companies in South Korea, Malaysia, and China. For the global influence, the company between the US and China in satellite positioning system is in part about global influence. A country with a widely used and reliable satellite navigation system can give a significant lower range in various industries, including telecommunications, transportation, and military applications. The first one, Korea. Companies involved in the manufacture of satellite components or navigations related technologies can help develop significant specific components of these satellite systems or provide support service. Second, Malaysia technology companies, especially those involved in electronics manufacturing, may experience supply chain impacts if their products rely on specific satellite uh, navigation technologies. Changes in demand or technical standards may affect the uh, production and the sale of relevant components. For the last one, China. Uh, Chinese technology companies involved in satellite technology and navigation systems, including those contributing to Beidou, may gain a strategic advantages as Beidou aims to become an alternative to global GPS. This could lead to increased demand for Chinese technology and expertise in this area. Okay, this is my part. The next part is 赵宝志.
Okay, this part is about China, Korea, and Malaysia's impact and the response. The first one is China's response and impact. In August 2018, U.S. President Trump banned the U.S. federal government from using equipment from Huawei and ZTE, citing security concerns. On May 15, 2019, the U.S. Department of Commerce added Huawei and 70 foreign subsidiaries and affiliates to the list of entities subject to the export administration regulations, which restricts U.S. companies from doing business with Huawei without a government license. So China have 4 steps to respond. The first one is strive to promote the localization of breakthrough technologies to replace them. The second is insist on expanding international cooperation in science and technology. The third is formulate more competitive talent policies to attract the world's top scientists to China. The last one is form up strategic self-confidence and strategic certainty. Next. This part is about Korea's response and the impact. China is Korea's #1 trading partner, with exports to China accounting for 30% of Korea's foreign trade. Statistics released in August by the Korea Chamber of Commerce and Industry shows that in 2021, semiconductor exports accounted for 39.7% of Korea's overall exports to China, the third largest category of Korea exports to China. 2020, 43.2% of Korea's semiconductor exports to mainland China, and 18.3% sold to Hong Kong. And Korea's response. China is the largest customer of Korea chips, and given the volume of the Chinese market to Japan, Taiwan area, and South Korea, they have the is the choice. The advantages that the US, Japan, and Taiwan can bring to the Korea industry, given the importance of China to the Korea economy, it is not a source that Korea will choose to take a definitive position. South Korea will work with the US on some requirements and with China on the others. It will also depend on how hard the US wants to push and the consequences if South Korea fails to meet expectations. Next. This one is Malaysia's part. Chinese semiconductor companies are turning to Malaysia to assemble high-end chips. One of the key reasons behind this move is to minimize the impact of US restrictions on China chip industry. Malaysia is a well-known semiconductor supply chain center. It accounts for 13% of the global chipset packaging, assembly, and testing market. Currently, Chinese companies are looking to enter Malaysia to facilitate chipset assembly, and China is also looking at Malaysia as an advantageous step because of its strong relationships, cost efficiency, skilled labor force, and advanced technology. Next.
Okay, let's look at strategies for dealing with the US to China tech war. One, China focus on domestic market growth, strengthen ties with known to US partners, invest heavily in research and development. Two, South Korea, enhance global partnerships to diversify markets, invest in emerging technologies, and leverage stronger industrial base for innovation. Three, Malaysia, foster a conducive environment for tech investment, emphasize skills development in key tech areas, promote collaboration with regional players. Overall, diversification, innovation, and collaboration are key strategies for these nations to negative and live in the US to China tech war. This is an example of China's response. Certainly, an example would be Huawei, a Chinese tech giant in response to the US to China tech war. Huawei has focused on strengthening its domestic market presence, investing heavily in research and development, and expanding partnerships globally to reduce dependence on specific regions. Certainly, let's include example from South Korea and Malaysia. Korea, Samsung has diversified its portfolio beyond smartphones, focusing on semiconductor manufacturing, display technologies, and 5G infrastructure. The company has forged partnerships globally and invested in research to stay competitive at the US to China tech war. Malaysia's MDEC, Multimedia Development Corporation. MDEC is a government agency in Malaysia driving the country's digital economy. Malaysia encourages tech firms like those in the digital gaming sector to leverage its supportive politics and infrastructure to attract investment and boost technological capabilities in response to global tech dynamics. Okay, this is the contact of our group. Thank you very much.